Every life begins in cycles we don't understand. We repeat mistakes, seek comfort in the familiar, and call it destiny. But the truth, Ibn Khaldun would whisper through the centuries, is that our lives, just like civilizations, rise and fall in predictable patterns. He observed that every empire, every society, and even every individual passes through stages: birth, growth, decay, and renewal. Standing here at the crossroads of your own life, you may feel this same rhythm, a silent question asking, will you rise again or remain in decline? The first step toward transformation is awareness. Awareness that you are part of a greater pattern, that your struggle is not chaos, but a cycle waiting to be understood. Do not curse the dark moments. They are the shadow that makes the light visible. Ibn Khaldun taught that civilizations rise not through wealth or armies, but through knowledge, through skill, discipline, and learning that binds people together. The same is true of a single life. Every piece of wisdom you earn becomes a brick in your personal fortress. Every skill you master becomes a wall against confusion and fear. The world respects those who refine their minds, not because of titles, but because mastery radiates certainty. Study, not for status, but for strength. Read, not to remember words, but to reshape your mind. You are not just a seeker of facts, you are a builder of inner civilization. Ibn Khaldun's concept of Asabiyyah, social cohesion, wasn't just about tribes or nations. It was about the invisible bond that fuels all progress. You cannot rise alone. Every strong individual stands upon the shoulders of a community, mentors, allies, teachers, and even rivals. In isolation, power decays. In connection, power multiplies. Choose your circle as a wise ruler would choose his court. Surround yourself with those who demand excellence, not comfort. True strength is not found in dominance, but in solidarity, in the shared fire of purpose that binds people beyond ego. Your personal empire grows when your Asabiyyah grows, when you lift others as you climb. Every ascent begins with resistance. The mountain does not yield to the uncommitted. Ibn Khaldun saw civilizations rise because their people were hardened by struggle, forged in simplicity and challenge. When comfort replaced discipline, decline began. The same law governs your personal life. Struggle refines you, ease erodes you. Climb with patience. Every failure is a foothold. Every fall teaches you where the rock is slippery. Growth is not a sprint up the hill of success. It is a lifelong ascent toward clarity. The summit is not where others see you. It's where you finally see yourself. Every civilization Ibn Khaldun studied eventually faced decline. But within every fall was the seed of renewal. He understood that decay is not the end. It is the invitation to rebuild. When you lose, when your plans collapse, when your confidence breaks, you stand at the threshold of your next beginning. Let adversity burn away illusion. Let hardship temper your spirit like steel. You are not what you have lost. You are what remains after loss. Transformation begins not when life is easy, but when the fire tests what you're made of. Ibn Khaldun saw time not as a straight line, but as a cycle, a rhythm where generations rise, decline, and begin again. But within that grand rhythm, each person holds their own microcosm of history. Your habits are your empires. Your values are your dynasties. Your choices are your revolutions. As you evolve, you echo the transformation of civilizations. You are both the historian and the history. Understand your personal timeline, where you began, what patterns you repeat, and when it's time to rebuild anew. Awareness of your cycle is the beginning of wisdom. At last, Ibn Khaldun would remind us, power is not noise, it is calm. The wise do not chase attention. They command it through composure. The greatest civilizations rose not from chaos, but from order of the mind and discipline of the spirit. When you master yourself, the world cannot shake you. When you build your knowledge, your asabiyyah, your patience, your pattern awareness, you become the unmoving center in a world that never stops spinning. And from that stillness, greatness grows. Remember, every fall is a cycle's turn, every rise is a test, and every calm heart is a dynasty reborn. You are not separate from history. You are its continuation, its next experiment, its next chapter. Build your inner civilization with the patience of time, the discipline of struggle, and the wisdom of renewal. Rise, not loudly but steadily. Rise, not against others, but above your former self. For every true empire, as Ibn Khaldun taught, begins within the human soul.